I do the 2:45 train. The Yale Glee Club got on my train. It's 80 of them, and I didn't know who they were. I said, "Who are you?" He said, "We're the Yale Glee Club." I said, "Sing me a Christmas Carol," and they sang the Walsall song, and they sounded like angels. They were great. So as luck might have it, I do the 10:06 at night, and they came back, all 80 of them, and I said, "I have a great idea." I said, "I want to do a video to break the internet," and they said, "Yeah, let's do it." So I said, "All right, I have an idea. How about if I say I'm the conductor, I need to conduct you?" And they loved it. And they said, "Yeah." And one of the Glee Club members said, "How about if we start singing and you say, no, you're doing it all wrong. Let me do it." I said, "I like that idea." So we all got on the train. I put them in a private car all the way up front by themselves, because even if you're the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, if you have a guy, a Wall Street guy working a 16-hour day, he doesn't want to hear it. So I put them in their own private car. I made sure I ran through, I collected all my tickets. I ran up, we were somewhere in Westchester County. I said, "All right, let's film this." I said, "Who's going to film it?" And nobody wanted to film it because they all wanted to be in the video. I said, "Nobody's going to film it." And then one kid, Greg, said, "All right, I'll film it." So we got in there and we did one take. It was great. And then Greg sent me the video, emailed me the video on Saturday. And I looked at it, I loved it, but I said, I might get in trouble with the company for this. So I sat on it, and I was, should I post it, should I post it? I watched it again Monday morning. I said, this is too good not to post. So I posted it, and within an hour, there was 2,000 hits. Before I knew it, there was 100,000 hits. And last I knew, we had like close to 700,000 views on this internet, and that's probably more, that's all I know about. And so I was still a little nervous the company was going to come down on me, but I got a call from my boss. He said, "No, we're MTA brass is all on board with this. They're very pleased they like the good publicity." So I was very happy.
Are you surprised at all at how quickly it took off?
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Thank God it's something I'm proud of. If it was something I wasn't proud of, it's frightening how these things take off like that. So.
Have you ever conducted a Glee Club before?
No, it's my first and probably only time I'll conduct a Glee Club. Yeah.
But you conduct all the time.
Well, I conduct, yes. I've been doing the other type of conducting for 30 years. That was just my first time conducting a Glee Club.
Well, you did a good job.
Thanks. You watch a little closer. I didn't do that great a job.
What were you actually conducting with?
My punch, my ticket punch. So.
Is that good? Is that effective?
Well, I was going to use the antenna to my radio, but I couldn't move and pull the antenna off in time, so I used my punch. Because that was a little longer of a wand.
Do you like Carol of the Bells? Is that like one of your favorites?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when I asked the Yale singers of the Glee Club, I said, "What song should we do?" And they mentioned a few German-sounding songs that weren't Christmas carols. I said, "No, it has to be a Christmas carol." And one of them said, "How about Carol of the Bells?" I said, "I love that song." I said, "Yeah, that's it."
That's awesome. So it was a little orchestrated then. It sounds like you did plan this out a little bit. It wasn't as
wasn't
off the cuff as you thought.
Right.
But they did sing for you on Friday, and that was off the cuff.
Yes. Yeah. I guess they were singing to people in Grand Central even before they got on my train. So.
That's great. So what's next for your music career?
I think I'm going to retire and maybe stick with the regular conducting.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Nope.
I like when you got low. I noticed that.
Yeah, somebody said I was doing the nay-nay, but I don't even know what the nay-nay is.
I know what the nay-nay is.
Yeah, I know you whip a nay-nay, but I'm not sure how it goes.
Who said that? What are the kids?
One of the comments on the Facebook. Because now I'm hearing from high school friends, I'm hearing from people I worked with in college, I'm hearing from passengers who used to ride my train 20 years ago and live in California now, and it's all been positive, so it's nice to hear.
So none of the other passengers heard them singing? They were all on one thing?
I put them, because like I said, you would be amazed how grouchy people get, even when people sound wonderful. You know?
But it sounds like you're just trying to spread the holiday spirit a little bit with this video.
It was fun, a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Anything else?